Hey everyone, what's up? Happy Sunday. Hey, so I just wanted to take a few minutes and share with you a little bit of my story and how all of this whole group and everything ended up happening. I realized that maybe most of you don't even know how I got involved with Phorm, and if you've known me for a long time, it may be very out of nowhere. It may seem out of nowhere. I went from someone who was like #1 partier, drinking all the time and always being out, to being in the gym all the time and promoting wellness and health, and the road to get there was not easy for me, but it's definitely a place I need to be. So I just kind of wanted to share that and how Phorm comes into play there. So for those of you who don't know, I lost my mom 4 years ago to stomach cancer, and for 2 years my sister and I took care of her. So essentially I watched my mom, who was always a single parent, most wonderful human on the planet, strongest woman I've ever fucking known or seen. I basically just watched her deteriorate to nothing, and there was nothing I could do about it. There was a moment where she was in the hospital and they were asking her, what do you want to do? Basically, they had just said, you're dying and there's nothing we can do. We won't perform surgery on you. You're not strong enough. There are treatments out of, question. So what do you want to do? I asked my mom, what do you want to do? And she looked me in the eye and she said, I want to live. And I had to look at her and tell her that she couldn't do that. She could do anything but that at that point. And that was one of the hardest things I think I'll ever experience. In that, after that, when I did lose my mom, after she passed, I went through a very, very, very dark time, very dark place. I basically had no self-worth. I would, for those of you who know, I ride a motorcycle, right? I know a lot of people are going to be mad if they hear this, who care about me, so it's good. But I remember, riding my motorcycle at upwards of 90 miles an hour on a back road, not caring. The way I thought about it for a while after I lost my mom was like, well, the worst thing that can happen is that I get to be with my mom again, right? So that's just to give you an idea of how dark that place was for me, and how deep. So essentially, I almost got there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's fine, man. So this went on for a while. Heavy drinking, kind of not caring about my job. I just didn't care about anything. My relationship fell apart. It was just not very good. And I just kept on with that for probably over a year after she passed, and not taking care of myself in any kind of way. The opposite, actually. I was actually self-harming in my own kind of way. Being irresponsible, for sure. And I went out drinking one night with a buddy, and I was on my motorcycle, and I rode home. And as I came off a stop sign, I thought I was cool, and I thought I was going to be, tough guy and stuff. And I revved off the stop, and the bike went up, and I wasn't ready for it. So the bike wheelied, and I went backwards. And essentially, myself and the motorcycle landed on my right leg. There was nobody around. It was like 2:30 in the morning. Holy shit. So I picked up the bike and I rode it home. I kind of just threw it in the front yard. I continued drinking, and then I passed out. When I woke up a few hours later in excruciating pain, I couldn't walk. My right leg didn't work at all. So I essentially had to roll out of bed and crawl to my sister's room. So I crawled to her room and I tried to wake her up. Eventually I was able to wake her up, and she had to drive me to the hospital. My niece and nephew, I couldn't even drive the car, so I put my sister in a very dangerous situation. my niece and nephew were looking at me like, what's going on? What happened? So we went to the hospital. I was treated, and there was this moment that changed everything for me. My nephew, who I was very, very, very close to, he was my road dog, he was my buddy. He looked me in the eye as I'm sitting there in the hospital, and I'm in excruciating pain, and I'm on pain medication. I can't move. And he just looked at me and he said, "Auntie Amy, why did you hurt yourself?" And I think that was the first time I actually really realized that I was hurting myself. And it took a 3-year-old to show me that. And so the doctor said basically 6 to 8 weeks at least I would be immobile, that I wouldn't have use of my right leg. I had to put in a stabilizer. I had crutches, whatever. But that was a big emotional turn for me. So came home. The crutches lasted for about a week. I was like, screw this. I'm not doing this. I'm not laying in a bed. I had been injured so many times before. I've torn a meniscus. I tore a scapula. I've been really rough on my body. And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just not doing it. I'm not going to sit in this bed. So I called a buddy of mine who happens to be a personal trainer. And he said, hey, I need help. I need to figure this out. I need to get stronger. I need to knock it off, He said, cool. I've been waiting for you to give me a call, basically like, glad you're joining us. So he gave me stretches to do, very simple stretches. I mean, I'm just talking about literally bending my leg and opening it, bending it and opening it. It started with that, he's like, just do that for a while. So I did. Then he says, okay, once you get a little bit stronger and you're able to just move it at all, take your sweater off and put your sweater up against your foot and start pushing out, and do that for a while. So I did that. And then I eventually got strong enough. He gave me a Tabata workout that I share with you now, the 8-minute Tabata, right? He said, just do this every morning, just 8 minutes, that's it. Okay, so I started doing that. I got stronger. Eventually, so the crash was in March, around my mom's anniversary. And in August, I was strong enough to go actually do a workout with him. And so when I went to do a workout with him, we did a CrossFit workout. And he made me this coffee in the morning. I stayed the night at his house. He's a friend of mine, but I stayed the night at his house, and in the morning he made me this coffee, and it was amazing. And it was the protein coffee that I now share with all of you. And I was like, oh my God, that's so good. What is that? He says, oh, it's, protein coffee. He gives me the recipe, and he says, I make it with Transphorm. This is the product that I use. Oh, I got to know more about this, right? So I start talking to him about it. We go, we do our workout. He gives me a post-workout shake. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. What is this? So we end up start talking. Well, in December, Phorm had their Transphormation challenge, and Mike says, hey, I think you should join this. I think you should give it a shot. You're strong enough now. You've been working out for a while. I think you can handle it. And I said, okay. So I joined. And then, boom, there it was. And now this will be, my 1 year's coming up. And I've been utilizing Transphorm products. I've pretty much tried all of them just because I want to know what I'm talking about. I want to know the effects, and I want to be able to speak honestly about it. So, obviously that I utilize Transphorm products. I'm in the Transphormation challenge, every single challenge. I'm a trainer now in every single challenge, and it really changed my life. I think having the products, the high quality products, led to very quick results. I healed quickly. In the first Transphormation challenge, I saw an amazing change in my body, and I think that gave me the confidence, and that gave me the strength to keep going the next time. And even when there was no challenge, to keep going to the gym and keep eating healthy. I quit smoking. And so that was right after the accident. I quit smoking, and it's just been a huge support to me. The trainers, obviously my friend, but also all the Phorm family. I mean, it is a family, and they're so supportive, and they want what's best for everyone, and they want people to be healthy and strong and happy, and they will help you do that in any way they possibly can. I've called the guys, I've talked to the guys, I've had never a problem with an order, never a problem with a supplement not working, and it's really just, I've never felt better in my life. And for me in just, what, a year and a half. That's an insane, it's a complete 180, right? And I think if I can make that change, and the way I see it is if First Phorm and the Transphormation Challenge and getting into fitness can change my life so drastically for the better, I mean, in so many different ways, I just want to help other people find that. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know how you're feeling right now. What I do know is that being healthy, eating right, exercising, you're going to feel better. There's no negative to that. And so if I can spread it, anyone who knows me knows that my game, like my mission, my jam, is spreading positivity and love and light in the world. And this is just another way that I'm able to do that. And First Phorm is an incredible support for that. This Transphormation Challenge certainly changed my life. And those of you who have known me for a long time have seen that. And so I'm just hoping that more people will reach out, more people will get involved, and more people will start taking care of themselves, because honestly, there's no other feeling like it. And then to be able to talk to a friend about it, and then now you're helping them, right? This just constant pay it forward type situation is just amazing, and it's beautiful. And I thank you all for joining me in this. And if you have any questions, let me know. If I can help you in any way, please let me know. That's what I'm here for. It's my mission in life, right? So please let me know, and just thank you, and I appreciate you listening. Hopefully we have a little bit more of an idea of like how this all happened. I know it kind of seems out of nowhere, but for me it was a long time coming, and so I'm very grateful to be here. I'm very grateful that my accident wasn't worse, and I'm very grateful to be surrounded by all of you. So thank you, I love you. Let's go kill this challenge, yeah? #TeamTrainWithAmy. All right.